What up, y'all? It's your boy T, and welcome back to me now. We're about to do something weird, okay? I remember years ago, I watched iDubbbz do content cops on Keemstar, on other stars. Yo, mute this crap? The frick? Okay. Well, he's done one in H3, and I remember back in the day, H3 was incredible. You know when Hila would hold the cam, and then she would hold, Ethan would be there? Like, dang, what happened? Now, I understand the podcast is because it's freaking lucrative. They're smart for doing the podcast. I remember people hated it. That was when I was watching YouTube. Where have we gone now? Now, full disclosure aside, iDubbbz follows me. For a reason I don't know. So, I want to be biased to him so he doesn't unfollow me. He already unfollowed. He's going to be like, who the frick is Ttar? He obviously misclick followed me. Anyhow, I want to watch it. I'm curious. I heard something about human skulls. I'm impartial. I know nothing about anything, and I know everything about nothing. So I'm the best judge, the arbiter. Where did it go wrong? Because I swear, I remember a video where like Ethan invites Ian and he has to climb over the back of the crap. Like Ethan just wouldn't let him in, so they used to be buddies.
And they were roommates.
Is it a joke?
Destination, the beach is surprisingly dangerous. Consider
in our defense, like, actually, Hila's not a baby killer. Actually, accusing Ethan of killing his dog is maybe too far, because they have mobilized such an insane harassment group that anybody who says any fucking thing, they will attempt to ruin their lives. And once again, I'm the crazy one. It's not bad enough.
Oh my gosh, bro. I shouldn't even be opening my mouth. But dang, your whole life online. Like, I intentionally don't go on YouTube deep enough. You know? Ethan, this man's whole life online. His freaking drama online, the people you don't like online. Don't you just keep this crap to yourself? Don't you just DM them? I guess the excuse is someone else started it publicly, but it like circles back. Like, you get so mature as an adult that you actually loop to immature at some point, it seemed like. But don't roast the two most freaking popular YouTubers. I'm gonna die from both sides. They're both extremely hilarious. Have I redeemed it? Do you like me again?
What we do here is go back.
Hey! Daggy buff! Ian, you said I'd be in Crater. He did it. He did it. Dang, he brought it back, man. That's cool. The pink suit is a filthy prank thing? Oh, what the hell? Can I say something? When iDubbbz does this edginess, this weirdness, it's so charming. What pisses me off on the internet when I see like this weird humor is it's not charming. It's not your humor. A lot of people have taken, and it's normal, bro. When I watch YouTubers, I sometimes absorb the way they talk. I try to get rid of it. And people do it to me, like one person in the whole world maybe. So I get it. Maybe people pick up on the edginess and all. But it does not come off as charming if you don't have the genuine crap behind what you're doing. Which is him. Like, iDubbbz is being himself. Back then when he used to make freaking videos, roasting the Kickstarters and all. That's him being himself. And everyone is freaking incredible at being themselves. Sometimes people get cringe when they're trying to be someone else. What the frick did you say to me? I'm not cringe, bro.
What's up, everybody?
Can I be honest? I don't know who this is. Look, I know his name's Hassan Abi, but I don't know anything else. Like, frick. I'm so clueless. Is that Masada?
I'm Hassan Piker, and this is the Hassan broadcast coming to you live from...
He just said this is the Masada podcast. How much laptop battery I have? I have like 20 minutes. This ain't gonna be a full video, bro.
A cloudy day here in California, Los Angeles. We're live and alive, and I hope all the boys, girls, and MBs are having a fantastic one because today's a beautiful day. I have a very important announcement. I've finally done it. I watched Ethan Klein's Content Nuke, and I'm not going to call it Context Puke as I normally.
Wait! There's a prequel? For real, bro? Like, I don't even have the full story? Oh. Sorry, guys. It's a freaking multiverse. So, Ethan yells at her. His name is... I thought it was Hasana B. There's no way it did not say Hasana B. Ethan yells at Hasana B. Hasana B does something. But the prequel is like a different Marvel movie. You didn't know it crossed over. Dang.
Because the reality of the matter is, it was brilliant. Nothing was out of context. Everything was correct. I'm
actually mad concerned that it might be like double capturing the audio. I freaking hope not, but okay.
Islamist, fundamentalist, radical terrorist. I am a vicious anti-Semite. It's true. Most importantly, Ethan is more attractive than me, both physically and also mentally. I've been lying about everything, including my glasses. They're fake. He was right about that. That's not even in the Content Nuke. And he was right about that too. How did he know everything? How?
Oh my... Wait, hold on. Before you do some weird sexual crap, I'm just saying. Is that freaking Obama? That is so incredible. It's freaking Obama. And... like Megan... or...
Wake up, Ethan. Wake up, Ethan. Ethan, wake up.
Oh, shoot! I didn't know they were friends! I don't know who's on whose side. I don't even know whose side he is. Dang! Wait, he did it on a live stream? They foreshadowed Content Cop on a live stream. That's the most bad... Yo, I'm about to start watching YouTube again after years. This is so badass.
Wake up, Ethan. Wake up. Time to be awake, Ethan.
Wake up, Ethan.
This is no longer
Yo, the chat is fake. That's not a real chat.
a dream. This is a nightmare. Wake up.
Ethan, the dumb bitch is telling you to wake up.
Wake up.
Ethan, wake up.
Wake up, Ethan.
Ethan, wake up.
Wake up.
Since anyone?
Just wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up. Wake up, Ethan.
Okay, I don't know these people.
I'm not gonna do a react content yet, chat.
I'm the same. The nobody's told you to wake up, Ethan.
Yummy, I love Sabra hummus.
Time to wake up, Ethan. Wake up.
Ethan.
Wake up, Ethan.
Wake up.
I feel like I have to try too. I feel like I have to try. Okay. I can do it. I won't do it again though. I can do it though.
Wake up, Ethan. Just wake up.
They're having so much fun. Like, I love it. Even if it's toxic in some way. He's in a dungeon. Oh my god, he's like Cody Rhodes.
I didn't plan on making a content cop on H3. It sounds very stupid even saying that. H3 content cop, iDubbbz. Ethan Klein's out of control. And then you should do a content cop on
With the British. Why come the teeth? Not the T, the teeth. Why?
Hassan Piker. Content cop on Sargon of Akkad. If I would imagine this in 2016, I would have been like, oh yeah, if I ever do that, it's gotta be because I lose the plot. Well, it turns out it's not me losing the plot, it's Ethan. He's the one who fucking attacked first.
Okay. You see? I'm actually being smart about this. There is a maturity to this. Even if you hate people behind the scenes, there's no point in doing it publicly. In fact, it's kind of... Hey, yo, don't say this out loud, man. But I understand where I'm going with this. It's kind of a power trip or maybe sanctimonious or something when you can do it privately, but you want to do it publicly because it's more fun if people know about it and people know what's going on with your life and people join your little pitchforks. I'm not talking about you, Ethan. I'm talking about people in general. I don't know. There must be a reason behind anything, you know, if this did go publicly because of you. I'm sure there's a reason.
friends who I stood by after all these fucking years can't find a spine to speak up.
So go fuck yourself.
I agree.
All right, guys, I'm going to tell you a story.
I don't know the context behind that, but it sounds like iDubbbz doesn't want things, like, wants to be private about certain things, and Ethan just wants him, but I don't know what they're talking about. Was H3 in, like, a tough situation, and iDubbbz didn't back him up? Because I ain't backing up no one. I don't even have YouTube friends, but okay, Mo. If Mo get into trouble, you think I'm gonna back up Mo? I'll back up Mo if he asks me, but I'm not even gonna be on the internet to know that he's in trouble. Okay, frick, you know what? Actually, I would back up Mo if he asked me. So I guess it sounds like Ethan must have asked Ian if he's so pissed.
About Ethan Klein. I know some of you have been following him, but there's a lot of people who might not be familiar with the background, with his podcast, with what's been going on over the past couple of years. So Ethan, as you know, is a content creator who has a podcast where he says all sorts of outrageous stuff. Sometimes it's fun, sometimes it's fucked up. He's had shows with all sorts of different controversial characters. He's had a show with Trisha Paytas. He's had a show with Hassan Piker. In doing so, he's gathered a ton of different audiences.
Oh, shoot. Boy, I'm about to blow your mind with information I gathered from the ether. Freaking frenemies and leftovers? Where am I hearing this from? Literally, God just speaking to me. God, get out of my freaking head. Oh, that's where I got leftovers from.
They would mostly talk about surface level progressive shit and make fun of right wingers.
And you're telling me he didn't flick their dick once at least?
Oh, that's 100 shavers. You trans women. I say, oh no!
And it was mostly that until they actually had to reckon with a very serious topic. I would say that Hassan was very well equipped to talk about that topic.
Palestinian people living in the West Bank are subjected.
Oh my gosh. Wait, is this what this is about, man? Because I don't know anything about any of this, bro. I just want to come here and laugh, bro. I don't know anything about any of this. This video's not freaking going up.
These horrific conditions, horrific living conditions by the state of Israel, America's greatest ally and the only democracy in the Middle East, if you ask Republicans and even liberals.
Well, the dance he invented was so kick-ass.
Israeli settlers are trying to evict Palestinian families in occupied East Jerusalem. The United Nations says that may be a war crime. It literally is.
Was just eating the toppings. And the pizza looked like a burn victim. It was all disgusting.
Oh, he's showing what they're talking. Oh, I'm trying to figure out what this is happening at the same time. They're showing what they're talking about when it's topical. Oh. So one side was speaking up, one side, is it fair to say wasn't? I don't know what cherry pick clips these are, but I'm assuming you did the best you could. And the best Ethan did was that the best. Okay, at the end of the day, listen, first of all, I don't know what the I don't know the situation, but I guess no one has to speak up if they don't want to. So Ethan didn't have to speak up. So where it's going to bite him in the bum is when he's mad Ian doesn't speak up later down the line. Okay, I get it.
Be a war crime. It literally is.
Was just eating the toppings. And the pizza looked like a burn victim. It was all disgusting.
Wait. He's talking about... I thought he was just doing freaking frenemies. Eating pizza and crap. I didn't know he is talking about it. That is the pizza. What the frick? Whoa. Now, okay, maybe it's just edgy humor, you know. Let's not, like, jump every freaking gun, right? Yeah.
I don't know if you can make that joke in 2021.
Why?
It's insensitive to burn victims.
I think it's a good analogy. It's a powerful image.
Ethan was not prepared for this. Ethan,
I
the
tell you
whole
what,
time...
you're allowed to say cancelable crap, but you have to be funny. I understand I'm not very funny when I say all the stupid stuff. But you have to be funny. Ethan, if the joke bombs, now you canceled.
Of the goof guy, and that's fine. You know, we don't expect Ethan to be an expert on the topic.
So far, so
Ethan
good.
was obviously caught in this tricky situation where he is extremely sympathetic to the Israeli cause and what's happening to them. His wife's Israeli. She served in the IDF. He obviously likes the state of Israel. On the other hand, he's just got done capturing a massive progressive audience who are very politically savvy. They follow Hassan. Hassan is strictly a political streamer. So this is something they're very keyed into. So when they see Ethan say things that are...
Should I become a political streamer, y'all? What should I be? Should I be left or right? I don't know the difference, bro. They look the same to me. I know they speak complete opposites, but in the weirdest way, they say the same thing. I should be a political channel, and everything I say is sarcasm. Is there anything but left and right? Yeah, freaking heaven. I'm heaven. That's just where I am. I'm up.
not accurate and it's just propaganda, they're going to call it out.
From the river to the sea essentially means the state of Israel is going bye-bye.
So this massive progressive audience that Ethan has, adopted over the years, they're becoming increasingly critical of his position because now he's talking about it not on Leftovers, he's now talking about it on his podcast.
What I want to do is show you guys how I see Israel, because you don't see that. When you listen to Hassan and you hear all these fucking mega lefties talking about it like it's some super racist, crazy, like Jim Crow stuff.
Bro, I don't even know why you're hearing lefties talking about righties talking about it. Do your own freaking research in anything. Why do you trust anyone's word, even mine, bro? There's no shot you actually watch these dudes and just absorb it. Not just listen to it to gain insight on what people might be talking about and then do your research. You absorb it like they've done the research. You can trust them. You can't trust anyone, bro. No one. If they're good today, they're bad tomorrow. If they're unelected today and they're elected tomorrow, they're corrupt the day after. Even if they're your hero before they're elected. You understand what I'm saying? Left and right is the freaking same. Tell me someone knows what I mean by that, because I can't say the rest of it. I can't say the rest of it out loud.
I can't wait to show you guys.
The other day, BB fired a really good guy that a lot of people are pissed about.
So Ethan is having this back and forth with his liberal audience, leftist people online, progressive content creators, Hassan, all of these different people. He's finding new people every day, basically, to get in fights with.
Of all people, this guy, Matt Lieb, Frogan and Denims and all these dipshits, and everybody thinks this guy's awesome.
Whoa, this man.
Lieb, Frogan.
Oh, he looks incredible. He lost weight. Is that a freaking AP? I know that's not an AP. Yo, he looks incredible. He lost weight. Not to say he didn't look incredible before, frick. What am I allowed to say? I'm in heaven. Don't bring me down. Cancel me if you want, bro.
And Denims and all these dipshits, and everybody thinks this guy's awesome, apparently. Even though he looks like Millhouse, fucking dork. Denims.
But I got a big nose too. Maybe I could say the same joke. I feel like I was about to say this joke too.
Real villain of the video. Evil, hateful fucking... And I'll say it and I'll double down on it. And people... Oh, no? Did I not go there?
And it's all culminated, at least...
That's interesting. That's so interesting what just happened there. I don't know how much more battery's on this MacBook, but yo, that's so interesting what happened there. When people are emotional, they're not rational, right? You can see the emotional take over and him not have certainty in the rational. He need outside advisory. Like, you can see him entering this state of uncertainty because he's not grounded himself. That's crazy when you're a freaking adult and that old. I think. I want to say let people do whatever. Let people be stupid if they want. I truly want to say that. If he's an immature dude, let him be immature. Let me try to figure out what the problem is here. Is the problem that he has a giant audience? I suppose that's the problem. That gets into a gray area. When you're just trying to mind your business, but you develop this audience, and then now you're responsible for them. But you didn't exactly sign up for that. But I suppose as you're getting the money every month, as you're getting the support every month, it's not, you haven't signed anything, but by accepting it and continuing the job, you kind of have signed up for it. You signed up for the task of being this public figure that they're going to trust. Oh, wow. Yeah, unofficially you do. That's effed up. Yo, I didn't sign up to be kind to any of y'all. After that, I make freaking Pokemon videos. What advice you getting from me?
And people, oh no, no, not go there.
And it's all
Wow. Whoa, that was cool. That was cool to see that.
And I'll say it and I'll double down on it. And people, oh no, not go there.
And it's all
So this guy behind the scenes does this. Interesting. So interesting to see that emotionality, them fleetingness. Dang.
culminated, at least for my story, in Ethan burning bridges with people until he burned the bridge with me. Since Ethan and Hassan's falling out, I've been keeping to myself mostly. I don't have many nice things to say. Maybe if Ethan's able to get some help, maybe if he stops harassing other creators, maybe if he does these things, eventually he'll find peace and we can like rekindle our friendship. So that's been my approach. I've occasionally thrown a joke Ethan's way in the form of Hassan Piker versus Ethan Klein for boxing.
I like iDubbbz. He's a good guy, but I don't like the tweets.
Yo, what do you mean you don't like the tweet? It's stupid. Man, it's like there's some denial or something. There's something invisible you're refusing to address. And because it's like the situation where if you tell a lie, you have to keep lying more and more. Against your will at some point too. It's almost like by not addressing a certain elephant in the room, he's been forced to burn bridges to the point where now he has to say irrational things like this freaking tweet is stupid. Creator Clash 3 needs a headline fight. Here are the options. Ethan Klein versus Hassan Piker. Hassan Abi versus Aisha Ishri. Faye Panache versus Hank Pecker. Mason versus Charlie Kirk. I think Charlie would only fight college students.
It's not a fucking petty beef. It's like this guy is evil and he's doing it.
So freaking fight him. Who said it has to be a petty beef? Go bring that beef real. Don't you think if it was real beef and this is a charity event, that raises the money that's going to come in and be given to that charity? You think you can only do fake beef in these? In fact, that's why I didn't even watch YouTube boxing. Ever since Case and Logan tied, which is, I've only watched one YouTuber boxing. You don't watch anything else because it's not real beef. You know these guys don't hate each other. The only real boxing and MMA and all you want to see is like when you want someone to desperately beat Conor McGregor. Or what's this man? Money Mayweather or something. You know what I mean? It all comes from you wanting to see real beef go down. You really wanted to see one smack down into the ground. Ethan versus Hassan, if the two are at heads with each other, you want to see what happens when they end up in a ring and one of them has to end up on the ground and be humiliated. The freaking revenue that brings in for the charity. You can, listen, I'm being impartial. Remember, I don't know anything. Oh, I'm out of freaking battery. Well, that's the whole video, y'all. I made it 8 minutes in. I gotta freaking go. Shank that like button. I don't know what I'm titling this. Part 1, Ttar reacts to con cop and crap. If I did send this to an editor, I'll post like the unedited version description so you could see. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.